2 weeks into President Donald Trump's second term in office, 8 of his cabinet nominees have been confirmed. More than a dozen still need to be approved by Congress, plus other nominees to high-level government positions. 3 of those nominees testified before Congress this week, including FBI Director nominee Kash Patel, National Intelligence Director nominee Tulsi Gabbard, and Health and Human Services Secretary nominee Robert F. Kennedy Jr. CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion joins me now from Capitol Hill. Nikole, we spoke with Nancy Cortez earlier about how the FBI recently asked top officials to either resign or face firings. Many were given the ultimatum without cause. If Kash Patel is confirmed as FBI director, should we expect more shakeups like this? Did he say anything during his hearings regarding the firing of FBI personnel?
You know, he was kind of non-committal on that front. He was asked whether or not he would retaliate against any employees, particularly those who may have worked on investigations involving the president, but he kind of would just say that he was committed to the agency's mission, but that he would hold agency employees to the same standard. So he didn't really say yes or no on that front, but he did express his support for the mission of the FBI. He expressed his support for law enforcement, but again was non-committal about the future of employees at the agency.
When it comes to Tulsi Gabbard, what were lawmakers questioning her on the most this week? Do we have a sense of the type of support she has?
Well, I think it remains to be seen. You know, obviously, we saw her face some pretty tough questioning, both from Democrats and Republicans, about her views with respect to the intel community and some of her past positions and statements with respect to Russia, with respect to her previous visits to Syria. You know, one issue where she was really pressed on was whether or not she believed Edward Snowden, the former NSA leaker, was a traitor. And she wouldn't go so far as to say that she believed that he was. But for many lawmakers, they just kind of saw that as a yes or no answer. So there were some Republicans on the panel who seemed taken aback by her responses. But that being said, we did see, for instance, Texas Senator John Cornyn come out today in support of Gabbard. So again, that vote count is still ongoing.
Lastly, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., we know he faced some harsh scrutiny from some Senate Democrats, even Republicans, during his hearings this week, particularly regarding his past comments about vaccines. What's next for him?
Well, same thing. You know, we have to see kind of how the vote count plays out. What we can say is obviously Robert F. Kennedy Jr. did go through not 1 but 2 hearings this week, both through Senate Finance and Senate Health. But it is going to be that Finance Committee that will have that final say as to whether or not his nomination advances. And a key member on that panel is Senator Cassidy of Louisiana, who happens to be a physician and had some very sharp exchanges with RFK Jr., not only in that first hearing, but also the second, where he really pressed him on whether or not he believed there was some kind of connection between vaccines and autism. And he came away from that hearing saying that he was still kind of struggling with RFK Jr.'s nomination and whether or not he may support him. So he's kind of been holding his cards close to the vest, but that certainly is a pivotal senator to watch when RFK Jr.'s confirmation comes, or nomination, I should say, comes up for a vote in committee, which we expect could happen within a matter of days.
Nikole Killion, thank you.